Alright, new setup. I hope this is better. Makes it feel a bit more spacious. My plants over there. Alright, let's get started. So this is the fall winter 2020 Performa Rick Owens Mountain Duvet Down Fill Crop Jacket. That's a mouthful. But yeah, this is the burgundy colorway. And this is a size 44 women. So a bit about, if you don't know, the men's version, it's not crop, it's regular, so you know, super boring. The women, way better, more interesting shape. My opinion, you know. If you like it, if you don't like to be cropped, get the men version. But this is the piece that fall winter Sisyphus 2018 made popular. You know, it's cropped on the body. Okay, so a little bit about the differences between this, the original Sisyphus, and the Montclair. So let's do this and the original first. So these have pockets. I believe the Sisyphus have 2 pockets on the inside. I'm not too sure. I don't have that. I don't have that in my closet, so I'm not too sure, but I'm assuming, because Rick has always known about, because you know the famous quote that Rick said about his pocket, the sandwich, the passport, water bottle, all that. All right, so on that version it has 2 pockets. On this one it has 4 pockets. So there's 2 on the outside and then 2 on the inside, which I think is super weird about the Sisyphus, that it didn't have pockets for a coat. It's a down coat, so like if you wear that without anything else, where are you gonna put your stuff? And you know, where are you gonna put your hands? Super weird. But that's the piece that started, so we gotta respect it. Let's talk about the obvious. So the puffer neck. So the differences between this and the original is that this neck is not as exaggerated, and another main thing about this piece is that it zips up to the side, as you can see, and I thought that was quite unique because, you know, it's something extra that Rick didn't have to do. Like, he could have just gone straight up, but he chose to, you know, give us a little bit of avant-garde, or a little bit, you know, he spiced things up for us, let's put it that way. With every Rick pieces, you get a lot of like knickknacks. So like, you know, he gives you extra buttons if you ever lose them. Like, there's a lot of tags on like how to clean it, etc, etc. Let's talk about the sleeve. So once again, this is a crop jacket, so that not only is it cropped, the jackets are, I mean the sleeves are also exaggeratedly, the sleeves are also exaggerated, so they are longer. Alright, yeah, so the sleeves are a lot longer, and at the end it's a what do you call that, a cuff, like the rib cuffs. So yeah, so it's gonna keep you more insulated, keep you a lot warmer. One clear difference besides the obvious points is that this jacket is a lot lighter. The Montclair is super heavy and this jacket is super light, but what I've observed is that it keeps you to the same level of warmthness, because, you know, so with the Rick Owens and Montclair collaboration, they use Montclair fabric and material. So, you know, they have different factory. Rick has his own factory, Montclair has his own factory, hence the differences in, you know, the weight of it. And I think Montclair want to give you the perception that it's a luxury thing, so like they put more or make it heavier, whereas Rick, he knows his fabric, and that he knows what we're gonna keep you warm regardless of how heavy it is. Let's talk a little bit about the fabric. So the outer layer is duvet or nylon or polyamide, same thing. It's but it's super soft on the body, so like it feels very luxurious. It's like almost silk like. It's super soft on the skin. It's super warm. It's a great material. It's a great fabric to use. Again, this jacket, nothing too special, no logo, no nothing, except for, you know, the shape itself, which I really liked. I've said this before, but it just, when you can create a garment that is known for its shape or fabric rather than heavily logoed, I think that's a win. And Rick definitely won with this piece, hence why he's been releasing it so many times. Like, since the Sisyphus era, each collection has had its own thing. Like, it's reimagined, reinterpreted, more pockets, less pockets, different shape of the neck, different zip up, you know, everything. Like he just trying to keep it interesting, you know, so it's not just continue a reissue of the same thing. So something on the back. So it has this holder thing where you can put it in your arm when you get into the train, when you get into somewhere that's hot. Like when you switch in from a cold place to a hot place, you know, you can take it off and then strap it over your shoulder. So I think that's quite unique, and it's also his signature, you know, the two lines. So these retail for, I believe, $2,240, and it's quite steep, but do I think it's worth it? Absolutely not. If you can get it at a 20 or more % off, I think it's worth it. Like, I think the max I would pay for this is 1.5, and I think that's already too steep. For the Montclair, I paid $2,100, and that's before tax. It's a size 44. Again, cropped on the body, elongated sleeve, the funnel neck detail. It's not as long, but it's still there. It's gonna keep you warm. Something else I wish they did was an optional or removable hood. I feel like that would have been a nice design, but I know how messy or busy it could look because it already has a neck detail, and if you put a hood on it, it's too much. I understand completely, but from a functional standpoint, had I put in a hood, instant buy. I would pay full retail for that. Why was stylish? Again, with Rick pieces, like, they look the best without the Rick pieces, but I have seen people wear this with like other brand or other style, and it works. Let's talk a bit about, you know, does it work as a winter jacket? Does it work as a winter coat? The answer is absolutely. Although it's lightweight, I don't even think it's 1 pound. Like, that's how lightweight it is. But like, I want this piece outside. I have 3 of them. Like, you know, I just got a couple to sell, one for myself, and this one is size 44. I got 2 size 44 and 1 size 40. So 44 correlates to a medium. I've worn this piece outside before, and it keeps me almost as warm as my Montclair. Again, not as heavy as Montclair, serve the same function, almost indistinguishable. Back to styling. Yeah. So I think you don't have to stick to a particular trend as long as, like, you know, you're not overloading the outfit with like too matchy or too clashy with one another. I think you'll be fine. Do I like the fact that it's lighter? Not really, but it serves the same function as the heavier Montclair collab. Although it's light, it's super warm. The down that Rick used, the down and the feather that Rick and the team use, it's amazing. Like, it's gonna keep you super insulating, super warm. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.